I have a question for you. How do you plan your days? Do you just roll out of bed and let the day fall in whatever direction it tends to fall? Do you wake up every day with a to-do list as long as your right leg? Or do you plan the day in advance and consider all of the considerations, the interruptions, the curveballs that are going to be thrown to you the next day? I think we all have fallen into all three of those categories. I'm going to suggest something that has worked for me, and I hope it works for you as well. Every night before I go to bed, I look at my calendar. I look at the obligations that I have the next day. Now, one key fact is when I have on my calendar dentist appointment at 1 o'clock. In the past, I just accounted for that 1 o'clock. I didn't account for the travel time to and back. So that's something that you really need to take into consideration. So if you do have an appointment, make sure you consider the travel time or the getting ready time as well. I had a bad habit of scheduling things 1 hour after the other hour, thinking that everything would just take a few minutes. So I look at my obligations for the next day. And then I write down a list of all the things that I would really love to get done. I'd like completed by the next day. This is always a grandiose list. Sometimes I think I'm superwoman. You might fall into that category too. Anyway, I look at that list and then I start to label each to-do as an A, B, or C. And some of you may be familiar with this method. It is the Covey method. A means it absolutely has to be completed. B means it would be nice to get it completed. And C means it's negotiable. I go through everything on that to-do list and I find all the A's, B's, and C's. And then you can number each one of the A's, B's, and C's, A1, A2, B1, B2. Now I can look at my to-do list with a really critical eye. And I pick out 5 things that I will do that day that will help my business grow. There are lots of other obligations there, but just 5 things that will make my business grow. And then I put them on this. This is from the Canfield organization. It's a 5 a day. It's small enough that I can keep in my pocket. I can look at it whenever I want. And oftentimes there are phone numbers on there that I can call while I'm in transit or while I'm doing busy work. I'm hoping that some of this gives you a little insight as to how you can organize your days better, so that at the end of the evening or at the end of the day, you can pack up and think that you've done your job for that day and relax. Relaxing is so important. You need to refuel. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.